NFL.com columnist Adam Schein, Get Your Shine Box, did up a list of which franchise could win their first Super Bowl in the 2021 NFL season, because there's a handful of jabroni teams that have not hoisted that Jerome Bardi. The Minnesota Vikings, of course, one of them, 0 for 4 in the Super Bowl, but that was way back in the day. I mean, I kind of am jealous of my father and my grandfather, because they watched the Vikings lose Super Bowls. Now I have to watch them lose in the divisional round, which is just awesome. But the teams that have not won the Super Bowl: Cardinals, Falcons, Bills, Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Lions, Woo! Texans, the Jaguars, the Chargers, the Vikings, and the Tennessee Titans, right? So it's a long list, and it kind of sucks being on this list, but it'd be what it be. So they went through the rankings, and I was like, okay, sure. Bills, Studley. Browns, Studley, yes. Tennessee Titans, whatever. But the Vikings certainly should be pretty high on that list, because they are jacked, they're stacked, they're pushing all their chips in on 2021. The division is weak. They'll tear through the NFC. They'll get to the Super Bowl. They'll get to LA or Inglewood up to no good, and they'll hoist that Jerome Bardi one time in our collective purple lifetimes. But Adam Schein is like, no, hold on. There are forces at play here that have to depress the actual value of the Vikings here. So number one, Bills. Yes, I understand the Bills. AFC title game last year, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, dialed in, love it. They kept Brian Daboll, who should have gotten a head coaching job this time around. Love Sean McDermott, love me some Leslie Frazier. Yes, they should be on this list. They will be contending in the AFC for many years to come. Yeah, so sure, respect. 2, Browns, again, another big respect thing. The Cleveland Browns, they won 11 games last year, and they won a playoff game. They beat the Steelers' ass while Stefanski was in the basement with the Rona, supposedly, and it's great. I do love the Browns. They have the best offensive line in the NFL. They run the ball, which is a lost art, even though I wish the Vikings would just run the ball a little bit less. Stefanski got Zimmer hooked, man, even though Zimmer's already an addict to running the ball. It's whatever, but love me some Kevin Stefanski. I don't know about Baker Mayfield long term. I'm sort of whatever there, but yeah, Myles Garrett is a star. They signed clown shoes, sure. So I think that they will certainly be in the AFC mix as well. 3, the Tennessee Titans. So here's the problem. Here is problem. All 3 of these teams, the top 3, are AFC squads, and the AFC still has the Chiefs. But am I a joke to you? Hello, yeah. So that is where that's where it gets a little bit dicey. But the Tennessee Titans have been in the AFC title game in recent years, and Julio comes in and replaces Corey Davis. So we got Julio and AJ Brown. Derrick Henry still doing the thing. Tannehill has. I'm trying to think. Has there been a recent quarterback that has had such a meh start to his career and then suddenly popped up? We'll see what he can do outside of having Arthur Smith, but I do like Ryan Tannehill this year. Defensively, they've remade themselves. Hopefully they'll get a pass rush with Bud Dupree, so yeah, we'll see. But again, like we said, all 3 teams, AFC. Number 4, the Cardinals, where I love Kyler Murray. I don't know if I believe in Cliff Kingsbury, but I understand why they want to hype this up so much, because, JJ, one of the bona fide superstars in the league, a guy that still moves the needle even though he's aging out. He's taken his talents to Arizona, and then they also signed the corpse of A.J. Green. Nuke Hopkins is still the best wide receiver in the NFL until Justin Jefferson just takes over that mantle. Sure, I understand why you want to believe in the Cardinals, but look at the Cardinals' freaking division, man. The Niners are a Super Bowl caliber team. The Seahawks, as long as they have Russ, are going to be in the mix, and the Rams, allegedly, with Matthew Stafford, are going to be competing too. So that's tough. That is tough. I do not necessarily sign off on the Cardinals unless Kyler takes a massive leap in 2021. And then 5, of course, they have to service the LA market, where it's like Fetch. NFL Network keeps trying to make the Chargers happen. Stop trying to make Fetch happen. And that went into Justin Herbert allegedly winning the 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Year over Justin Jefferson, who was much more deserved. But I get it. I like what the Chargers did this offseason. They remade the offensive line. They got Rashawn Slater. They signed Corey Linsley. They brought Matt Filer, etc. And Herbert does have weapons around him, but they hired a defensive-minded head coach. So his offensive coordinator, if he's worth his salt, is going to be going through a couple of iterations. But this season, sure, maybe one time. New system, new offensive line. They still got Joey Bosa on defense. Derwin James is healthy for right now. So, yeah, maybe Chargers will do something. But, again, they're in the same division as the Chiefs. And just like for the top 5 on this list, they're in the AFC. There will be a logjam. And then, we finally get to the Vikings. Finally get to the Vikings. Here's the write-up. This might be the most fascinating team in the NFL this year. Oh, no poop. No poop. If Aaron Rodgers never plays another snap for the Packers, again, the national media, they always use the Vikings as a way to surreptitiously, nailed it, talk about Aaron Rodgers, because that's all they want to do. Oh, the Vikings will win the division if Aaron Rodgers leaves the division. Baloney. I say bring on Bird Bones. Hey, plop your ass back at the Appleton Applebee's, and we'll be eating good in your neighborhood. We'll go up there. We'll kick your ass. You come over here. We'll kick your ass. We'll beat your ass in the division. We're taking the North back. That is all. But, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, maybe the Vikings have a shot. Baloney. Get out of here. Minnesota is my pick to win the North. Thank you. Danielle Hunter is back on defense, and that puts the Vikings back in the mix. Yes. The pass rush was not existent without him. Yeesh. I love that Patrick Peterson signing a perfect match with defensive guru Mike Zimmer. Justin Jefferson enjoyed a magical rookie season, and it was no fluke. It ain't no fluke at all. The guy is a dominator outside. If Thielen can stay healthy, why do you even just throw that out there? I mean, Thielen was completely healthy last year. I mean, he was dinged up the year before, but overall, he's been a very healthy player. But just throwing it out there, if Adam Thielen can stay healthy, fine. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Minnesota could have the best 1-2 wide receiver punch aside of Julio Jones and A.J. Brown. They're better than Julio and A.J. Brown. I will take Jefferson over A.J. And Julio obviously is going to be a Hall of Famer, but at this stage of his career and this stage of Adam Thielen's career, I'll take Thielen. I will take Thielen just over Julio Jones. Julio Jones for show, Adam Thielen for dough. Of course, Dalvin Cook is a game-breaking star in the backfield. That's it. That's all I got to say? Look, say what you will about Kirk Cousins, and we certainly do, but he's a very good player. Is he elite? No. How dare you? He ranks somewhere in the 8 to 16 range of quarterbacks. Is he good enough to win in the playoffs? Yes. Remember when Cousins company shocked the Saints in New Orleans 2 postseasons ago? Don't let the haters forget that. Oh, he says all these nice glowing things, and yet he is the hater. He is a hater because he doth protest too much in this very glowing write-up and has the Vikings at 6. You're telling me that the Vikings have a worse chance to win the Super Bowl than the Chargers, who have to contend with the Chiefs in their division, or the Cardinals, who have a tough-ass division as well? I understand why you're so hyped on the Titans, because Julio Jones, their shiny new object. I understand it. Plus, the Titans have been there, done that, gotten the t-shirt the last couple years in the playoffs, but they still haven't broken through. I respect the Browns pick. I respect the Bills pick, but how are the Vikings not 4? How are the Vikings not 3 or 4 on this list? I don't understand, man. Because look who's 7. The freaking Bengals. The friggin' Bengals are 7. Like, they are 2 years removed from having the number 1 overall pick, and they had a top pick again this year where they took Jamar Chase. So all of a sudden, I mean, did Joe Burrow's offensive line get magically better with Riley Reif? Did they? Did they really? Or is it going to be similar problems to last year? Zach Taylor, the supposed boy wonder, is really more boy blunder. And are they just going to have really fun pieces that still win, 6 games in a 17-game season? Sure. But you're telling me that the Vikings' chance of winning a Super Bowl is just slightly above the Bengals. Baloney. I mean, yeah, let's have this conversation after week 1, after the Vikings go into the Queen City and mess up some Skyline chili and put 50 on the Bengals and win 52-3. Huh? We'll talk. There's just a little gap between 6-7, please. Is there other teams on this list? Oh, the Falcons 8. I sort of feel bad for the Falcons, but it is what it is. 9. Panthers, really? So all of a sudden, the Panthers, who were one of the worst teams in the NFL, and yes, it did take a Chad Beebe miracle for the Vikings to beat them in 2020. Don't at me, but I'm not saying that the 2020 Vikings were a prize pick at all. But wow, okay, they're 9. Okay, but again, this is a little bit of gaslighting where they say all these nice things, but the absolute hater is the person who made this list. How are they 6? How are they below the Chargers? How are they below the Cardinals? I understand Tennessee to a degree, but they should be above the Titans. How are the Vikings not 3, at worst 4 on this list? But it's okay. It's okay. Just, we're going to need an extra notebook. We're just going to need an extra notebook because all the national media Jaronas are either on the list or going to be on the list at some point. But whatever. it is what it is. But your thoughts. Vikings rank 6 in terms of teams who have not won the Super Bowl. Their chances to hoist one this year. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post something on Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.